Hello everyone, Wise Gamer here, and today we're looking at Dark Scavenger for an indie game preview. This game is being developed by Psydra Games, and it's basically started in 2010, and they're looking at having a finished release April 30th, 2012. Basically, after that release, they wanted to try to do greenlight, so they finally got greenlit in April last month, and it's coming out on Steam now. So May 16th, the day this video is airing, this game will be released, and it's pretty cool actually. The developer reached out to me and said kind of last minute, like, hey, 16th this is coming out, is there any way you could do a video that day to help me promote it? I said, I'm going to be on vacation, but I support indie gaming, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I am currently on vacation by the time you see this video, but I got it prepared ahead of time, and I am extremely excited for this game. So basically, there was an era, let's say in the early 90s, mid 90s, where point-and-click adventure games were the games to play. I'm talking games like the Monkey Island series, Grim Fandango, Leisure Suit Larry, any game made by Sierra almost, like, let's see, not SWAT so much, but Police Quest 1, 2, 3, and 4, which were all made by Sierra. Police Quest SWAT came afterwards, which wasn't so much point and click. I'm trying to think what else. Space Quest 1 through 7, or 1 through 7. King's Quest, like so many different games from Sierra that were all point and click adventure games. Torrens Passage was from Sierra also, and this is kind of playing a little bit of tribute towards that. So basically, again, the official name is Dark Scavenger here, and Psydra Games is coming out with this, and it's an RPG adventure game, but all the reviews are coming back, and it just brings everyone back to that nostalgia of like I said, like Grim Fandango and things like that. So basically, I want to make the video of a little bit later in the chapter. Most people that you can find videos of on YouTube have already focused on the first chapter, so I don't really want to go too far into it to spoil things, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I cover some stuff that you guys won't be able to see in other videos, kind of a more of an exclusive type thing right there. Basically, it's based on a pen and paper game though, RPG Alex Gold. It was created back in high school, so there's a lot of stuff in the game that most people will miss until they beat it another time, and there's kind of like a story plus mode where you can go back and replay it to see those other sequences and stuff like that to kind of determine the outcome of the game. So you could definitely like complete the entire game without even resorting to combat, which is pretty crazy, but you'd have to definitely know like the ins and outs of the game to know which decisions to make to stay away from the combat. So without further ado though, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video right here. I'm going to pull up the press kit so I can give you a little bit more info while we talk about the game, and I'm about to go play the game. I'm so excited. So I'll show you a little bit of the gameplay at the beginning, and then I want to show, like I said, maybe start with like the second chapter of the game, so you can find some content on here on my channel that you wouldn't see on other games. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. We'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're back in the game. We just went through the intro sequence real quick. So basically, to bring you up to speed, this is chapter 1, right at the beginning of the game. I am meeting these crew members right now. So I am on the Dark Scavenger, the name of my ship. My health is a little bit low right now, as you can see, because I just got out of a fight. So basically, I said in the last part of the video that this was point and click adventure. I apologize, I meant more of it reminds me of the point and click adventures, and it's kind of like that text-based satirical comical type gameplay. This is kind of more of a dark comedy in a way. But yes, I'm the space traveler right now. It looks like I'm on a Dark Scavenger. I just woke up from some type of thing. I greeted some crazy space creature and fought him right in the intro sequence, just kind of like choosing the weapons I wanted. And then right now I just got another question here. So he's saying, I suppose you wonder why you're here. So yes, that would be good to know, or no, not really. How do I get out of here? So yes, that'd be good to know. We found you floating through space. We weren't sure if you were going to wake up at all. So false, since this crazy green guy here, that would have made us very sad. We'd love to let you rest, but unfortunately your life is still in peril. How so? Is that a threat? Because if you want to fight, I'll give you one. See, that's how you get into fights, people. So obviously we don't want to fight him, so we're going to say, how so? Our ship's running out of fuel, and when that happens, we'll all perish. Can we get more fuel? Not my problem. Let's try to get more fuel. We can, but it won't be easy. Our ship detects a tremendous source of power emanating from a fortress on the planet we are currently orbiting. Hey, that looks like Earth. If you can get in there and grab it for us, we could use it as fuel and maybe get out of this mess. Sounds good. Let's do this. Hold on a second. Why are you asking me to do all the work? We'll be able to support you through crafting powerful equipment for you, but unfortunately all of us are terrible fighters. Falson and Gazer both nod silently. This is Gazer because he has no mouth, and this is Falson. I'll explain the rest when you get down there. Head through the exit door when you're ready to depart. So click on the crafter next to the door. So like I said, kind of point and click adventure, but it's not the same as like the animated point and click adventures from before. I got a setting thing here, by the way. I'm going to talk to Falson real quick. Hi friend, what's your deal? Have you heard of the giant space monster named Den? I'm going to go for now. So Den's the guy that I heard. You mean the huge space monster that eats stranded space travelers? Yes. What do you know about him? Who? Den. Who's Den? You just described him. You big goof, I never said such things. What's your deal? I'm an alien. From where? From space. What part of space? The outer part. How'd you get here? He saved me with the spaceship. What a guy. Have you heard of a giant space monster named Den? So I can do that again. I'm going to go now. Bye, friend. So this is like the comical part of it, like I said. I want to show you like chapter 2, like I said. I just kind of want to show you a little bit of the gameplay right now, and then we'll jump into chapter 2, and like I said, a little bit further into the game. So I'll have to play for a little while, but that's fine. So I suspect you have a few questions for me. What's your deal? My deal? Oh, you mean my background? Nothing exciting, I'm afraid. I'm from a planetary system not too far from here. Most of my people are proud warriors, but myself, I'm a bit of a recluse. I can't fight well, but I build weapons that enable others to. How'd you end up on the ship? I, in fact, built this ship. Well, not alone, of course. I originally constructed it to isolate myself from the demands of our society, but most recently, I've used it to recover stranded space travelers such as yourself. Why were you trying to get away from society? For various reasons. I consider myself an inventor first and an arms dealer second, but unfortunately, the rest of society disregarded the former. So, he's an arms dealer. Nice. As my skills became further sought after, the consequences of my action began to weigh in. I just decided I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. Have you heard of a giant space monster named Den? Den? Yes, I'm aware of Den. Any other questions? Well, what can you tell me about Den? I can't tell you much, I'm afraid. That is to say, I don't know much. I mean, let's talk about something else for now. So no one wants to talk about this Den guy that I just fought. Let's see, Gazer just stares at you. Where are you from? He points towards a window. How'd you get here? Points toward Kamaho, okay. Can you speak? He points at his mouth, or his lack thereof. Have you heard of Den? He looks pale. I take that as a yes. He looks the other way. Nice, okay. So let's go to the exit here. Chapter 1, The Forest Beckons. So like I said, this is Chapter 1. This is what most YouTubers are covering, the people that have done this game. This is your interface, by the way. So I got my health, my weapons and items and stuff like that. So wandering through the serene forest, you encounter two bandits carrying a long marble box between themselves. Swiftly taking notice of you, the bandits place their heavy cargo on the ground, staring at you in disdain. Hey, what do you think you're doing here? Don't you know who we are? Don't you know who I am? You are going to die. Don't you know who I am? Should we know you? I'm a dark scavenger, a powerful being who could easily destroy you. I am your leader, fool. Bow down before me. I'm from a nearby village. I was just wandering the forest alone. I'm gonna say I'm your leader, fool. Bow down. Whom? You don't look like our leader. I said bow down. I'm wearing a disguise right now. You dare defy my orders? Let's do. I'm wearing a disguise. Imposter. The Vindel are too proud for disguises. Kill him. Darn. Chose the wrong answer. So if I knew the game, this is where I'm saying if I knew the game, I could have got away from that. So it's your turn. So I can attack with my fists. I can attack with my weapons. So I have Ashlight, Finlock Pistol, Trusty Sword. Each one has different uses. This is like PP in other games, PowerPoints. Items, so Control A, Healing Fluid. I got different allies I can call in for different things. So he's going to reveal strength and weaknesses, high stun rate. His attacks are unpredictable. So let's just take my flintlock pistol and try that out on this guy. So there we go. That hurt him pretty bad. He slams his axe into my side for 8 damage. Ouch. So I'm down to 92 now. And this guy missed me. Cool. So let's use my fist because I don't need very much damage. By the way, fists don't have power points, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Took another 8. He hit me also. I'm going to do my fist one more time because this guy's almost dead. There we go. I don't want to waste my power points on that because I don't know if they just replenish every fight like in South Park or how that works. So there we go. I kicked him right in the rear. So you duck down to the bandit's blade, passes over your head. Let's use my trusty sword. Took out half his health. His wood armor, armor bandit B with the trusty sword. Dual edge causing blunt trauma. Nice. I hit the dual edge causing blunt trauma. So instead of my sword cutting him in the head, it just smacked him in the head and gave him some trauma. He slams me into his bulging stomach and I take 8 damage. This is why this game is awesome. So Ashlight, lumber wielding axe bandit with wooden armor. There we go. So weak versus fire, weapon -1, concentrated light singes the wood armor. Bandit B skin. Good work with those bandits. Looks like you just found some loot. You know what to do with it? No, please teach me, or I'm good. Please teach me. We parked the ship nearby. Click on the arrow after gaining some loot, and you'll come back to the ship, where we're able to make something useful out of it. This is our ship for your reference. When you come here, we'll take that loot you collected and make cool equipment out of it. I can make you powerful weapons. Falsum will create helpful items, and Gazer will summon useful allies. So, obtaining loot can be tricky, but it's the only way to become stronger. We're all counting on you. Good luck. Sliding the marble container open with a mighty shove reveals a dehydrated skeleton within. One of the bones looks a little different. Loot obtained, Caramelized Bone. A bone glazed over in the strange orange sludge. Nice. So let's see, click on environment objects or exit arrow. So examine the muddy puddle. Let's do that. The water doesn't look safe to drink. Okay. Some bear traps over here. There's an amputated bandit leg caught in a closed set of these steel jaws. Pull the bear trap jaws apart with your hands. Wedge something metal in between the bear trap's jaws and pry it open. Walk away. Let's do that. Which weapon or item do you want to use? Let's try my trusty sword. Oh god. You force the bear trap open. Maybe this foot belongs to someone. The severed foot of a bandit maybe will come in handy. Cool. So I got a key item contained. That's like a quest item probably. Okay, there's nothing else to really do there. Nothing to do here. Oh, tree. Looks like there's something stuck in the tree. Climb the tree, throw a weapon or item to knock it down. Let's climb the tree. Oh man, I fell. The worn block breaks beneath your fingertips, planting you back on the ground. I'm going to throw an item. Let's do Control A. The item falls from the tree and lands in your outstretched arms. It's old but durable net. Cool. So hopefully that comes in handy because I just lost an item because of that. So I know the video's getting longer, guys. I want to get to the next chapter, but I just wanted to show you how this game kind of plays out first, and then we can get to the second chapter. So examine dangling net. Dangling net hangs from the tree branch inside of the remains of an unfortunate villager, tightly gripping something in his hand. Use a bladed weapon to slice open the net. Pull apart the net. Pull apart the net. So use a bladed weapon. Which weapon? Let's use a trusty sword. The net rip open, allowing the villager's corpse to plummet to the ground. You pry his bunny fingers off a small shimmering object, a sacred locket, which is also a key item, so that sounds like a quest item of some sort. Examine the forest entrance. You see a burning village just outside the forest, probably a work of the bandits. Let's see. It looks like that's it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, what are these things? Oh, that's my bag. That's my inventory. What's this? This is my map. I could heal, which I'm going to go ahead and do, and exit fast. So, loot. Let's bring that to the weapon guy. So I got a bone dart Uzi. Nice. Let's bring the old net to, let's see. I'll make a springy weapon that will bounce enemy projectiles back at them like a trampoline. He swings an invisible lasso over his head. Let's do this. Reflection web. Nice. Cool, so that's how that works, guys. So basically new items that way. So I'm going to stop the video again. We're getting really long into it, but I want to try to show you some gameplay that you may not have seen on the other tubers channels. So if you want to keep watching and see a little bit deeper into the game as we get more items and stuff like that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do this in the future as well. Otherwise, just hang on a second. For you guys, it won't be long. I'm probably going to play for a half hour or so and get a little bit further into it. Okay guys, so we are back. Unfortunately I had to click around quite a bit to get to the game here. It only took maybe 20 minutes or so to get to chapter 2, but we just started chapter 2 here, so it's called Into the Fortress. So basically there's some bandits that are raiding different villages and stuff like that. I met a few of them, I had to fight some of them, I got some of them to walk away from me, but basically there's this big guard guarding this fortress, so I decided to approach him and was able to move on to the next chapter. So the bandit camp is quite spaciously quiet, so I can send an ally in first. I can walk in. I'm going to send an ally in first. Small figure drops to the ground above. Ha! See, I probably could have got ambushed, so I did that. Yeah! After impaling Leech around with his javelin, the tiny figure turns his attention to you. Your minion's no match for the mighty Juro. Wait a minute, are you a bandit? I'm a dark scavenger, collector of matter, and reaper of worlds. I'm a villager who wandered in by accident. I'm the world's most powerful. I am Dark Scavenger. There we go. Oh wow, you sound powerful. Maybe I'll let you be my sidekick. I'm proud of savior of the Das clan, and it's my duty to liberate my people from the evil bandits. The sound of approaching footsteps echo through the hallways. This all must be overwhelming for you. Perhaps you have some questions for me. Aren't you a bit young to be here? Where are your parents? It sounds like bandits are on their way here. We should hide. Wait, I have one last thing to tell you. Fine, make it fast. I want to give you something to help you on your journey. Holds your hands a metal bracelet. It's a charm that I made myself, baptized my own fluids. It will protect you from danger. You must go for now, but I'm sure fate will reunite us again soon. Farewell, stranger. Snooping around with steady eyes, the bandits find nothing and walk away. Sweet. So we get to hiding in time. So we got Juro's charm, a small wooden bracelet blessed by Juro or Hero. It's kind of scratchy. So yeah, basically what I found while playing this so far, guys, is the key is that you always want to look all over the map for these little highlight things. Like, there are things everywhere. So weapon racks. Several bandit weapons are lined up against the wall. None of them look particularly valuable. I have a crappy sword, and you're saying none of this is valuable? Collapsed passage. No sense trying to get through there. Okay. A giant cauldron filled with strange ember liquid sits in the middle of the room. If you had a container, you might be able to take some of this with you. Let's see. Reach in and grab some with your hands? No. Use a hollow item that can carry liquid. Healing fluid, reflection web. Let's see. I don't really have anything, so I guess I can't do that. I don't really want to reach... whatever. Oh, yeah, it's hot. You burned off most of your hand. Good one. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, examine the podium. There must be where the bandits give their inspirational plundering speeches. Nice. So let's go ahead and move on. So every time you move on to the next screen, you get to redo things. So I'm not sure I can actually make anything with this. Maybe I'll just trade you for it for something of equal value. My item's going to be awesome, and he wants you to hit him as hard as you can. Let's do this. So I got an awesome detector. Looks like a metal detector, kind of. 2 bandits in strange cloth garb stand around a vat of boiling water, mixing yellow powder into the churning liquid. As the amber dust hits the surface, the water begins to churn and bubble. Immediately noticing you, the bandits stop what they're doing and turn towards you. Outsider, what are you doing here? Bandit, what are you doing here? Or you can say, I'm hunting bandits, speaking of which. So Bandit, what are you doing here? Well, we're steering Gisa. If we don't pay attention to it, it could overflow. Looks like you have a new priority defending your life. What happens if Gisa overflows? Bad things can happen. The Gisa can make the air poisonous, or sometimes it takes the form of its own, very mysterious substance. Large bubbles begin to rise from the Gisa vat behind the bandits. Gisa, what's that? Gisa is living sand from the center of the world. If it heats up, it becomes powerful energy. If we do it right, we can create super Vindle, but if we mess up, it becomes just a smelly acid. It's up to us, the super smart shamans, to perfect the process. The Gisa vat suddenly erupts, staining the air with a vile sulfuric spray. Agile amber creatures suddenly leap onto the unsuspecting bandits, draining their life force from their acidic yellow bodies before swallowing them whole. Holy crap. I'm going to stay back and watch. Hacking up discarded bandit bits, the curious yellow creatures wander towards the fortress entrance to explore the forest. So there we go, we avoided that. So examine the vat. Volatile Gisa energy inhabits a rusty iron container. Decorative blankets. Let's see. Wait, the blankets are moving. Stick around and see what happens. The blanket piles begin to rustle and collapse as an old bandit rises from its mass. His milky eyes immediately lock to your own, studying your structure with the utmost diligence. Oh my, you're not from around here. How'd you get here? I snuck in. I killed your door guard. I killed everyone in my way. You're next. I snuck in. No, that's not what I meant. You're a space traveler, aren't you? Did you come here on a big spaceship? Yes, I am the second shaman who has been pleased with the Vindle for many years, or has been with the Vindle for many years. You were not the first space traveler to pass through these walls, that's how I knew. Let's see, however, I don't know many years are left in this old body. I know you're under no obligation, but could you show this old shaman some technology he hasn't seen before? Show him a modern futuristic weapon. Attack him with a modern futuristic weapon, or I'm afraid not. Let's try something I've made. Let's try that. Oh, wonderful. Let me see. The old bandit rubs his grubby hands all over it. You might want to get that disinfected. I find this quite fascinating, but perhaps you show me something a bit less destructive, so maybe a modern or futuristic item. The awesome detector. Oh, that's neat indeed. The old bandit smears his greasy hands all over it. You don't want it back. Thank you again, Space Traveler. Please take this. It's a small piece of technology left here by another visitor such as yourself. Maybe you'll know what to do with it. Toy ray gun. Sweet. Sounds like I can get a cool... Ooh, steel hatch. Listen in. You put your ear to the hatch. You hear banging and screaming from within. Oh, attempt to pry it open. Nope, it's sealed tight. The scream becomes faint and then disappears completely. So I guess I missed out on whatever that random event would have been. Vindle bands for using these beakers and experiments. Liquid inside is unfamiliar. Have an ally drink it, or walk away. Walk away. That does not sound like a good idea. So let's move on. Toy ray gun. Got a ray gun. Pretty typical. You think you have something like this by now. So plastic ray gun. Sweet. As you step aside, Juro swiftly jumps down in front of these individuals here. Hey, stranger, help me get these Escella under control. Run over to help. Why would I do that? Forget it, I'm not going to involve. These Escella are frightened. We need to figure out why. You quickly move out of the way. Please set aside. We're being pursued. Pursued by what? A horrible, vicious bandit. He's going to kill us. Wait, just one bandit? There's 3 of you. You can overwhelm them. Juro's right. You need to stand up for yourselves. Get out of here. I'll take care of the bandit. An angry bandit suddenly stomps forward, holding a massive amber axe. With an evil grin, he stands his ground, waiting for you to make the first move. Stranger, what does a bandit look different? Leave this to me, Escella. Leave this to Escella, leave this to me. Leave this to the Escella. Pardon my rudeness, stranger, but even with our crafting blades, we're unprepared to fight an opponent with that caliber. Perhaps you can lend us some weapons. Nah, you'll be fine. Alright, if you say so, let's give him everything. The Escella let out a triumphant battle cry and charged forward. The Escellas are ripped to pieces by the bandit. Alright, Juro, your turn. It looks like Juro made a break for it. The bandit charges forward. Damn, I gotta fight this guy. I tried. Let's use the leech to get healed up a little bit too. There we go. Okay, let's use the skeleton chi. Let's see. Let's do the double crossbow. Only 12 damage. Okay. He's hurting me quite a bit. Let's do the leech around one more time here. There we go. Leech around instead of reach around. Get it? Pretty fun game, guys. So the Gisa axe. So this turned from a indie game preview to a little bit of a let's play. So I apologize for that. But okay, it looks like, there we go, nice. Give him another. Okay, yep, I'm clicking through a little bit, trying to show you a little bit more content real quick, see if anything else happens. Nothing too big right now. Keep opening all these sacks up. Oh, it felt around and I got an old toaster for it, but I got hurt. Alrighty, so I think that's going to wrap up the video though, guys. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I know it's a very long video, but I just wanted to show a little bit of Chapter 2 from the developer's request on this. Hope you guys enjoyed and understand that, you know, again, I had to make this video outside of the normal schedule, but I hope you guys still enjoyed and got to watch it for us. Check out the links in the description. I do indie game previews 3 times a week normally. I do make exceptions on a case-by-case basis like with this one here. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm definitely going to play this game some more. I might do an indie gameplay on it later. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, guys, and I have a new video tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching my video today, guys. Make sure you check out the game Dark Scavenger. Again, the link's in the description. It released today on Steam. It's going to be a little bit discounted as well. Also, check out my indie gameplay on Octodad and the indie game preview on Warsoul CCG, a really unique trading card game. So, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.